enter the conservatory hallway. Let's do this. It was Professor Plum in the conservatory with the wrench. Man, I remember there was a Clue video game I used to play. I think I got in like a bowl of cereal or something. I played the shit out of that game. I wonder if anyone knows what I'm talking about. It was like a mail-in reward program, like I think it was through Post Cereal or something. Like if you got enough box tops, you could mail them in, get a free game. Did someone just tap at the window? Nothing here. The heck? Okay. I don't know if I need to hit her with the flashlight when that happens or what. Okay, here we go. Okay, I guess I have to go through the conservatory doors? Did we come in here earlier? Okay, let's go. This is the final room on this floor. Let's see what it reveals. The final room on this floor, guys. All right. It's icy cold in here. The plants are dead like everything else in this place. We can approach the planter. Or that planter. Or that planter. Let's go from left to right. Not sure why they're walled off. Kinda weird. Another trapdoor to the right. Wonder where it leads to. Perhaps the cellar? Something inside the planter's soil. How are you doing that, man? Let's get a closer look. What the hell? Spooters! These spiders aren't what I was looking for. Best keep searching. That's pretty funny. These spiders aren't what I was looking for. I found a key in the vestibule when I sifted through planter soil, so maybe lightning will strike twice. Strike twice? Maybe lightning will strike twice. It looks like there's something in the soil. What's disturbed a planter soil? Those are some jumbo spiders. Ugh. Yeah, apparently they love these planters. Shoot. The search continues. Okay, well this is the last planter, so it's gotta have something. Something about that planter. Might as well check it out. Something in the soil. Is there gonna be something this time? Spiders again, really? A nest of spiders, great. Take the key, where? There was a, oh, there it is. A key to the upstairs bathroom. Wonder why it's hidden down here. You take the key and place it within your backpack. Okay, let's keep exploring this room. We do what I say, all right? I'm done. We can go to the table. There's a book on the table. It's a journal. Looks to be very old. Okay, this is Mary Chaucer's journal. So if we hit read journal, it's just gonna summarize it for us. Let's actually read it. June 8th, 1916. I am writing on the behest of my late mother, who thought it would be beneficial for me to journal my new experiences working in Atherton Manor. I've had no choice but to seek gainful employment now that I am a widow. My husband was a serviceman, killed in action during the World War. The World War. I guess they... No, did they? Did they call it World War in 1916? I think they called it World War I, as weird as that sounds. I have my reasons for thinking that. As of such, I have secured a position as a maid for Mr. and Mrs. Atherton and their family. The Athertons took a great interest in assisting me in my plight and went out of their way to invite me to their wonderful home. Mrs. Atherton has a beauty beyond words. I had to do a little bit of translation there. I can tell she thinks highly of me by the way she stares and smiles. I think this is because her children seem smitten by my arrival. Mr. Atherton is cordial and possessed of a magnetic, if not off-color, charm. I find his gaze upon me disconcerting, however, for his eyes linger longer than I would have them. I shall write again soon. Mary Chaucer. She seems cool here. She seems kind of like laid back. She's like, whatever, Mr. Atherton's a creep. But I like his kids, so, you know. His wife's a doll, to speak in 1916 terms, or perhaps Flapper Girl 1920s, maybe a little bit early on that. I wonder what happened. Because she's a straight up dick now, so something must have happened. July 27th. I am so pleased to be in a home with such delightful children as James and Emma. Mrs. Atherton spends the days reading in the library while I tend to their every whim. Since my arrival, Eve has spent all of her time in her books. It seems she is studying something, but what I do not know. While it is not my place to suppose, I wonder if their marriage is in turmoil. Despite my youth, my beauty pales by comparison to the lady of the house, yet still Mr. Atherton's eyes follow me often. Only the devil knows where he spends his days. I have walked the entire house in the course of my chores and not once encountered him. It would not strike me as strange. Did not know for certain that he was at home. What? That sentence doesn't make any sense. But we know about his secret study, so we can explain this. I dislike walking the empty halls alone. I am unaccustomed to such a stately home, and the near silence haunts me. It brings back fears I have not felt since I was a child. On more than one occasion, I have felt the heavy weight of eyes upon me, but from where I am uncertain. Okay. This is Mary Chaucer's journal. Mary recounts her early days of employment with the Athertons. She got along well with Mrs. Atherton and her children, right. She didn't seem to trust Edgar. Several pages are missing from this journal. Oh, we're gonna have to find them? I'm cool with that. I want to find out more about what happened with Mary. I need to find those missing pages. Oh, so that's what we need to do now, huh? Let's see, are they in this room? Hopefully the act of stuffing notes into books is still the preferred means of hiding things here. Okay. I hate being right all the time. Not right all the time. Here we go. So this is August 28th, so this is 2 months later. I inquired with Mr. Atherton about the door to the cellar, which is always locked today. I should have known by the look on Eve's face that it was in poor judgment. I have never had a man strike me to this day, but I suspect it would be preferable to Edgerton Atherton's response. His manic smile and piercing eyes as he invited to show me what the cellar held made my skin crawl. When I declined, he was even more perturbed and told me that I was forbidden to ever go down there. When I asked Eve, she diminished and went back to her room. I fear for what goes on down there. Judging from his demeanor, Mr. Atherton has dark tastes and distractions. September 11th, 1916. Things have gotten worse as time goes on here. Eve and Edgar's relationship grows more bizarre by the day. I wake from a dead sleep in the night to check on Eve and the children regularly. I often find them hiding in their toy chest when they are frightened. I sit with them and they nod off and place them back into their beds. I cannot blame the darlings, for I too am scared. Someone walks these corridors at night, slinking from shadow to shadow, At first I thought it Eve off on some tryst from her loveless marriage. Whoa, throwing some shade, Mary. But it is not. Eve is despondent, lost in her books and devices. Edgar still wears the trappings of a charming, dashing, and loving husband. But when the mood strikes him, the light is extinguished and his eyes fill with dark intentions. I fear Edgar has enlisted his beautiful wife in all sorts of foul activity. While I cannot imagine that Eve wants any part of his madness, she partakes nonetheless. Part of me wishes to take Eve and the children from this place before something foul befalls them. Now we'll read main characters' cliff notes, which are always worse than what's actually written. Edgar spends most of his time in the cellar. That's okay, if that's what you got out of it. Mary casually asked him why he spent so much time there, and his response was a bit disturbing. The tension between them was definitely mounting early in her tenure with the Athertons. Mary also feared for Eve's safety. Yeah, there's a lot more to it than that. Why are you so evil now, Mary? Yeah, why you tapping the... She's tapping the glass. She was tapping on that glass. Wasn't a fan. Let's check out the cabinets. Okay. Cabinets unlocked. Missing journal pages. Why are they all in the same room? Come on, Mary. Halloween 1916. Whew. Let's do this. The Night of the Dead is upon us, but the Athertons will not partake in any such social revelry. Don't know why I had such a problem with that sentence. Edgar instructed me to keep the children quiet and upstairs and not to answer the door for those in search of treats. He told me this after I had already spent the morning baking for all the little ghouls and goblins. I had hoped to take Eve with me on our rounds, but Edgar had other plans. When evening fell, he sequestered Eve in the cellar, the one place I am forbidden to go. Damn my curiosity, but his secrets can be seductive, and my loneliness is such a tragic burden. When the children fell asleep, I crept downstairs into the kitchen to see what intrigue the Athertons were engaged in. The sounds I heard from beneath the cellar door sent chills down my spine. There was a palpable energy in the air and the sound of cloth tearing and skin rending. I swear I could hear Eve crying out for mercy while Edgar cursed in all manner of unholy obscenities. I cannot say for certain what was going on below me, but I sat by the door as a voyeur would, unable to pull myself from the spot, both terrified and intrigued. It was then that I heard his footsteps from the cellar stairs. I quickly hid around the corner, just in time to see Edgar emerge. He was shirtless and covered in marks and blood. He glanced in my direction with a diabolic grin, but took off into the dining room like a man possessed. Eve appeared shortly after, bruised and cut with her dress badly torn. She looked incoherent, like she was lost in a fever dream. The next morning, the two awoke as if nothing happened and went about their days as normal. I have since begun to wonder if there isn't more at work here than meets the eye. Since? Come on, Mary, give yourself some credit. You've known something has been wrong for a while. Edgar forbade Mary from entering the cellar, yet her curiosity got the better of her. She listened in on him and Eve Atherton while they were down there Halloween night. Seems it was quite a violent event between Edgar and Eve. Man, I realize not everyone likes to read this shit word for word, but like, if you don't, you're missing out, because it's well written in my opinion. Like, there are some errors here and there, but man, just, it beats the hell out of the Cliff Notes. I understand why they're there, and I appreciate that as well, but... Edgar's vices regarding Eve. Sorry, she agreed to leave Eve and the children to bring them all to safety. No, I wanted to read it. No, I want to read it. Oh, shit, I want to read it. Fuck. Edgar discovered her plans and threatened Mary and the children. Okay, let me read it, please. The past months have been unbearable. No one in this house is safe. This is December 22nd, so 2 months later. I have spent all my energy to keep the children from harm inside this house of horrors. There is a curse upon this house, and its evil infects anyone who sets foot inside it. Since Halloween, I have done everything possible to avoid Mr. Atherton. He eyes me greedily like a tiger eyes a steak. I lock my door, but awake to find it unlocked from the inside. I wake in horror at night, thinking I will find him hovering over my bed, watching me, or worse. I believed that temper and lust were his main vices, but I was woefully wrong. For weeks, Eve wore marks of shame and abuse on her body, in even the most intimate of spots. Her health and kind facade has decayed, and I have offered to help remove her and the children from this house. She has warned me that Edgar's appetites for evil are voracious, but I can no longer stand the way he looks at the twins. I plan to leave with Eve, James, and Emma as soon as possible. Eve tells me the winter solstice will bring us good fortune. A day later. This is a house of horrors. Edgar Atherton walks these halls with murderous intent. His mind has snapped and has somehow suspected my plans to vacate this house with his wife and children. Every exit is locked, and all of my fears are revealed to be truths. He is in the walls. This is where he hides, stalking and watching us. I can hear his manic screams. He cries out, addressing me. He knows what I saw. He says I must pay for my voyeurism, pay for knowing his secrets. He claims that the children will be an added penalty. So he says that she must pay. I think I'm kind of getting an idea of why someone will pay, someone must pay is written all over the walls. Let me read the last page. I want to like actually read it. Come on. December 24th. Shit. Mary attempted to escape with Eve, while Eve hid her children within the toy chest. Mary ran to a secret exit within the second floor bathroom while Eve armed herself with a dagger. Seems Edgar murdered the children and Eve. Mary got to the bathroom but did not escape. Edgar must have caught her there. So this is Christmas Eve, 1916. The next day. Eve told me there is a secret exit in the upstairs bathroom that leads out of the manor. She urged me to go and run for help, but I refused to leave without the children. She swore to me that she will help keep them hidden in the toy chest. Eve then revealed a dagger she had removed from the cellar. I hope she has the strength to use it on that beast of a man. I touched James's hand and kissed Emma on the head as I placed them in the toy chest. Hide and seek, I tell the twins to ease their frightened minds. I grabbed hold of Eve's hand and pressed my cheek to hers as I assured her that I would return with the police. Her skin is as cold as death as she stares blankly at the chest containing her children. I ran from the room into the hall, but from nowhere he appeared, laughing and taunting me while he dragged some sort of blade along the hallway walls. He keeps shouting, "That which is granted must be refilled." He means to kill us all. I darted to the stairs, slamming the second floor doors, and into the bathroom. I stand here staring at my own reflection, fumbling with the mirror frame in a futile attempt to open the passageway to freedom. In the distance I can hear Eve shouting something unintelligible. Then I hear the twins' tiny voices screaming, and I know I am too late. There was no escape from Atherton Manor. Interesting, so that mirror, that's where she died. That's what Michael was talking about in the previous note when he was like, I saw something in that mirror, something unbelievable. I have a feeling that that's coming up. Let's go ahead and read it. Everyone will pay for their deaths. So basically, she's a vengeful spirit in the sense that she feels she failed the twins, right? I understand, and Eve as well. I understand your anger now, Mary. Such a sad story to tell. Yeah. I understand why she's mad. I checked the other cabinet before I head out to confront Mary. Yeah, let's confront her. Yeah, sounds like a terrific idea. We could also leave and, you know, have the place torn down. That'd be good too. Wonder if this other cabinet has further clues regarding Mary's demise. Sure, let's look. Looks like this is a newspaper clipping. Cool. Tragedy strikes Atherton Manor. Oh, is that Mary? It is with great distress that we report a life was lost at the home of Edgar and Eve Atherton. Mary Chaucer, age 23, widow, was found in the upstairs hall washroom, dead. Miss Chaucer was a maid, nanny, and cook to the Athertons for almost a year. Miss Chaucer was discovered early yesterday morning by the lady of the house. Really? Her body was in disarray and there were apparent signs of injury. A pair of sewing shears was present at the scene, which is believed to be the cause of her death. The local authorities have questioned the Atherton family and no foul play is suspected. I like how that's emphasized there. This is not the first unexplained death to have occurred at or involving Blood Manor. Several deaths have been linked to the house. Police rule death a suicide. Wow. Although the Athertons swear that the house is safe, public suspicion of the couple has grown. At no time has any evidence or sign of involvement been linked to the couple. Eve Atherton called the Blood Manor moniker a product of imagination and jealousy. It is believed the deceased may have been in a state of mental unrest, melancholy, and hysteria due to the recent death of her mother and her husband. Serviceman Anthony Chaucer last year. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that was a comma. I thought it was a period. Miss Chaucer has no living family, and funeral arrangements have yet to be arranged. Fuck. No living family. God. Yep, they found Mary's body in the upstairs bathroom. That bastard stabbed her in the back with these shears and left her to die. Eve not only survived, but painted Mary as being delusional. Police ruled the death as a suicide. None of this makes any sense. So I wonder about Edgar's spirit. She died alone in that bathroom. It's time she found peace. Whew. Okay, we can't go into that room, actually. I have her murder weapon and the key to enter the bathroom. It's time to face her. Hell yes it is. I'm excited. I can feel your rage, Mary. Your hatred for this place and anyone that enters it is immense. Mary's rage is manifesting. She knows I'm coming for her now. Everyone will pay. So it went from someone will pay to everyone will pay. She's getting madder. We are all dead here? That's a reference to something, isn't it? Fuck, what is it? I can't remember. If it is, I can't remember at least. Mary is coming. Oh, shoot. You return to the vestibule. Hell yes, I do. Okay. Let's go to that washroom. With Mary out of the way for a few moments, I can prepare the dispelling ritual. Oh. Well, how do I... Mary's regaining her strength, I have to hurry. Wait, what am I doing? What? I mean, I'm hurrying to the washroom. I assume that that's what I'm supposed to do. Right? She's manifesting. I only have a few more months to start the banishment ritual. Well, we have to do it in the place where she died, right? So that means right here. Okay, you gotta have it bring up your inventory. You can't just bring up your inventory. That's the key. No pun intended. Okay. Here we go. The energy in this room is palpable. Mary is nearby. Here's the mirror. This is the room where he killed her. Intense emotions of fear and despair emanating from the mirror. Okay. There's a false panel behind the mirror where Mary tried to escape through. Edgar stabbed her in the back with these shears before she could escape. Say Bloody Mary 3 times. What? Let's try it. You stare into the mirror and say the words. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Come on, man. Don't be so dramatic. You can say it quickly, it'll work. Heh, I've always wanted to do that. Achievement unlocked. Bloody Mary. Oh, you straight up die if you do that. You straight up die. I guess because I was wasting time. Okay. I got it this time. No worries. No fucking around. Leave the mirror. We don't have time for that Bloody Mary nonsense. Let's get the ritual started. I sure hope this works. Okay, what am I doing? The sink is dark with very old blood stains. This is where Mary Chaucer was murdered nearly 100 years ago. Oh shit, it has been 100 years. I'll put the murder weapon at the scene of the crime to start the ritual. Place the shears into the sink. Okay, gotcha. You take the shears from your backpack and place them in the sink. So much pain here. Overwhelming feelings of anguish and terror. Okay, this should do it. Corporate ritual calls for salt, sage, and protective affirmations. Okay, Mary, time to go home. Use salt in the ritual? I'll use some salt to create a boundary that will keep Mary within the room. Gotcha. You then place a boundary line of salt along the bathroom door frame. This sage boundary should protect me from her attacks. You know, it's weird. This is like a visual novel almost. Anyway. State affirmations aloud. My body and mind are happy and relaxed. My natural shielding is perfect. You're just bragging, dude. My mind is perfectly shielded. I am perfectly protected. Well, good for you. I am clear and free of all negative influences. Confront the spirit of Mary Chaucer. Here we go. I reject all known and unknown agreements and contracts with the energy that traps Mary Chaucer. I reject and banish this energy from this manor. You are free of this place, Mary. Go now. How is this possible? You are thrown across the floor. Do I need to go to the cellar? I bet I need to go to the cellar. She shouldn't be able to attack me. Something is wrong. No! You were thrown down the stairs but managed to avoid breaking your neck. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's a good thing to avoid. Dying. We need to go to the cellar. She wants us to see what's in the cellar. She's too powerful. The other banishment ritual from the secret study. Oh. I've got to try it before she kills me. I think I remember the actions of that ritual. What? I don't. I've got to perform them in the correct order before she regains her strength. Oh, crap. Create a salt circle. You pour a circle of salt onto the floor and recite the activation words from memory. Powers of the ancient earth. I mark this ground as sanctuary against the unclean. Oh shit, we're on a timer. Eat it, it's working. Create a pentagram of sage. Right, because it's within the circle, duh. I call upon you, powers of light. Empower the circle to protect me. Yes, so far so good. Okay, now. No, stop! Command the spirit of Mary Chaucer and speak the words of power. Speak the words of power. She does not look happy. You muster your will, choke down your fear, and recite the words of banishment. No, this is the last one then. Exorcimus te omnes immutus spiritus. Omnes satanica potestas. Something. Omnis congregation et secta diabolica. Benedictus Deus Gloria Patri. Did I get her? Did I get her? The final step is to demand the unclean spirit to depart. I got it right. Mary Chaucer, you do not belong here. As a servant of the light, I order you to leave. I compel any powers holding you here to release you. Begone, Mary. Go into the light and never look back. I release you, Mary. You are free. Leave this cursed place now. Wow, I can't believe I did it right. The spirit of Mary Chaucer no longer haunts Atherton Manor. Her spirit is free. Achievement unlocked. Mary is free. Well, are we gonna go to the second floor now? Shit, man. Was that just step one? Is there more? I think there might be more. Because we haven't even gotten to the rest of the family yet, just Mary. How long is this game? Now that Mary is free, things should get a bit easier. Hopefully. Woo!